Alright. Actually, all things considered, let me see if I have the drive space for 79. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, cool. Now we're going to do uniform development. This is where things get a little interesting. Alright, let me just look this up here.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Trying to look for a good U.S. military picture here. Do I want to do the woodland or the solid green? Trying to see which one would be more accurate. Oop, that's my phone. Cool. Yeah, now we're gonna, I think, just stick with the woodland. Now, the thing is, do I want to go with, ooh. Actually, I think the, yeah, M93 would be perfect here. We could do a woodland pan style as well. I think, yeah, the solid olive of that would be perfect. And I know with the latest RHS update, they also added some older style mountain stuff. Yeah, let's go with that. Now, we're also probably going to look into Gref here to get the older helmets, which would be the M1. And then probably an Alice rigging. For these. Now, I might do a little bit of variation because there's only one here. Like maybe some of the light vests too. But I mean, it's also the 70s, so no body armor would also make sense. I don't think I'll give the Soviets body armor either because we probably won't see that in that level of stuff. But in terms of, I mean, yeah, the Alice weapon's right. And then we can also add Alice packs and whatnot. We'll do... No, we're not going to do squad-based radios. It's the 70s. Let me do his medical, and then let me tab into OBS while I'm doing that. Hey, Yasuhiro, how you doing, my man? Tiger Stripes would be a cool look, but this is a large-scale operation, so... Nah, you know, just... Nah. E-tools are going to be a must. People complain when I give them only 10 or less bandages, so I'm going to crank that up to 15. One debug cable tie. One epi, one morphine. 2 tourniquets to be mean. I'm trying to think, what else would he potentially require? Let's do map tools. Nah, let's be nice here. So that would be that, 2 of those, and then 20 total. If we do a 2, or no, we actually have a 1 and a 1. So actually I'm going to bring it down to 18 so I can go 2 and 2. Yeah. And then we're going to apply that over here. Obviously, I'm going to take an Op4 kit. We're going to apply it... You goober. So I'm trying to apply it for the uniform just so everything stays on that other one. So instead we're going to do that, and then now we got to make the Soviet look, except he's going to have the PM pistol. Also, I just realized not everyone's going to have a handgun, actually. Let me take that off of him, too. Handguns are only going to go to leadership or machine gunners. And maybe the and the sniper. Okay. So now, let's get rid of the vest and the helmet. And then the uniform needs to change. You good, player, you good. We we got our asses kicked. That's because they started steamrolling us. That's okay, shit happens. Alright, so I need like a brown mountaineer. I could also do their winter stuff too. Yeah, so let's see what we got. It's gonna be under that. Yeah, so the M88. Perfect. And we can do the winter because it would be cold north of Norway. I don't have any winter stuff to apply to them, though. And then we need the old frickin' TT helmet, which I'm not sure if that's going to be under... It would probably be an AFRF because of what they have. It's not the 6B26. It's the older... Yeah, these puppies. We'll do 68s because technically it's in 70s. Now I have to see which vest they're gonna get here. We do have equipment belts and stuff. I need to see some foot soldiers. These are all military parade units. I want to actually... Gotcha. So they actually did have the... That was the standard. Something like that, more or less. Yeah, they actually had full-on, like, chest rigs and flak jackets in 79 for the Mujahideen War. But... I'm probably gonna have to equip backpacks as a universal thing. Here's a good picture. Yeah, no, they just had the side rigging stuff. Okay. If that's the case, it's not a lot of not a lot of load at all, to be perfectly honest. It's like good for 2 magazines. So I'm gonna need probably like Sidors and shit. It also means the gunners of the statics are gonna be really ill-equipped.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
RD-54s actually would be fine for that. Yeah, fuck it. Because people complain when they don't get enough equipment, and blah, blah, blah. But let me go back here. I don't want to give them full-on Alice packs. How much room does that give you in the Alice? So they get a little more room with that. So let me see if I can make up for it with, like, a smaller backpack. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the only Gref backpack's an Alice pack, so I have to find something else. Because an Alice pack is going to be way too much inventory space, plus the size differential is going to be a bitch, so I might actually have to look elsewhere here. See, the field pack is nice, but look at all that inventory room, you know? What about an assault backpack? Still the same size, which, you know, great, cool, but... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do field packs. And we'll have to go from there. We can make that work. Okay. So those will be our looks for the troops here. All right, guys, say US for if you want me to work on the US kits first, or the USSR if you want me to work on the USSR kits first. In the meantime, let me show you. Oh, did I even spawn them yet? No, I didn't. Here's one of our alien people, and this is all the alien shit we're gonna use. A mix of uncom for vehicles, aliens with a Z for, I think it's Icebreakers mod. Why did my Alexa just speak? Weirdo. Okay, well, I'm going to keep an ear open just in case someone breaks into our house. And then another alien mod just for some additional alien stuff. Most people are saying US. Well, polls are... the poll takes too long. I'm seeing most people say US, so we're going to go for US. All right, so first things first, I'm going to put down some vanilla units based off of what we're using here, just so it helps differentiate the kit. So we're going to need an officer for the command team. Squad leader, team leader, rifleman AT, AT specialist. Did I put a marksman down yet? I actually don't see one. We will need the marksman. Helicopter pilot. Heavy gunner, because I am making... Are we making the machine gun, actually? No. We're not doing the PCAM at the squad level, so actually, no, we don't need that. But we do need... a gunner kit. I need a crewman kit. I need an engineer kit. See, I see the gunners here. Okay, and then gunner HMG, gunner GMG, gunner... We'll do these in pairs. Assist HMG, GMG. Gunner GMG, and then another assist. That is a lot of custom templates. Jesus. Well, actually, no. Once we specialize them, it'll be a lot simpler. So apply that universally. Oh, fuck. We forgot the medic. Yep, you're right. You're right. How can you join? Do exclamation point Discord, and then under whatchamacallit, rank and tag, request an auxiliary MCO tag. This alpha be running 2 weeks on a Sunday. Let's see. I guess we'll just go in order. So, which ones are going to be redundant? I mean, honestly, let's just... Just make this super fucking simple. 16A1. What ammo? We're gonna probably just use regular M855. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, more people voted USSR, but we already started with US. I'm sorry. I don't like to wait. Don't worry, we'll do both tonight. Because I need to do both tonight. So, M855. I'm debating if I want to do tracers. Because hell, I don't even see a tracer mag, so we're just going to go 9 mags, 267s, 283s, and we're going to leave it at there for everyone. Now we're going to start specializing. Ground command and squad leader, and honestly, team leader too. No, we're going to make a difference with these guys because they're going to have the radio. So, let's do it this way, actually. We're just going to do basic binoculars for everything. So, binoculars there. Colored smokes. For everything else. 2 green? Yeah. 2 green. 2 red. 2 additional 83. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's all I need for the specialist roles. Just these two are going to have the radios, so let's see what I can do here. I'm going to keep to the smaller radios. But then again, their Op4 opponents are going to get these. So, we have to mirror that, these two. So we'll do Flectarn. Honestly, I don't really have any other specialized equipment I want them to really have, so... Wrong gun. There we go. Last thing I can think of is just the pistol mags. And then this guy, I forgot to give him his handgun. Do that. Put the pistol mags in his inventory. Oh, yeah, so the marksman's going to get a sidearm. I'll probably give a sidearm to the medic, too. And the machine gunners are going to get medics. Sidearms, excuse me. Standard rifleman. I'm going to be honest, we can fit everything in his uniform, right? So he doesn't really need the backpack because I'm an asshole. Yeah. Yeah. Rifleman AT, same thing. Won't really need the backpack. He's just going to get the M72. Missile Specialist, he needs the backpack because we're going to give him the Moz. With the scope, HEAT. Yep. Marksman, we decided on what gun again? That's the M21? Yep. The Redfield. What magazine? M14, M80, no tracer. I'll let him keep the backpack. We can put the handgun mags there. We'll fill that hat. They're going to get resupplies, so they'll be allowed to fill whatever. Now, this is where things get interesting. No gun. Do a 1911. I need an old helicopter. I might just go with a vanilla AAF one. Because these are a little too futuristic, but... Yeah, I'm not liking the mount of the NVGs to put in front, you know? Yeah, we can go hi-hats. So I might go with the AAF vanilla helicopter helmet. Same with the crew ones. I mean, the AAF one will also work in that sense, but where are those? Yeah, because there's no forward mount. Funny enough, that's the CSAT one, but that's the one that looks fine. That's what we're going to go with. It's 70s Cold War. Need more boonie caps? I mean, you're right, but... He's gonna fucking complain, but you're right. Let's do a fucking boonie. Yeah. Fuck it. Boonie is love, boonie is life. Back to him. I don't really have any flak jackets. The closest thing I have to a flak jacket is the tactical. Which, you know, might as hell. You got the 2 pistol mags right there anyway. And then we're going to do a toolkit. And before I forget, let's set him as an engineer. Which is a double-click look into the attributes. Cool. Crewman. Honestly, same deal, except... He's not gonna get that. I'm gonna give him a fucking grease gun. Yes. And then we switch him to the AAF crew helmet. But he's not going to get a toolkit. Which means he also doesn't need that. I need a commander variant of him, though, that gets the binos. So actually, even better, what I need to do is he'll get the binos, but then everyone else in his group will get pistols. This is for an MCO, yes. All right, what's the next one? Engineer is literally just going to be... toolkit and... the artillery range card. Speaking of range cards, actually, I gotta go back to you and put your marksman range card in your backpack. There isn't anything else I can really give you. There's stuff for marksmanship, but it's... yeah. Too modern. I'm also going to give the engineers the ability to make stuff go boom. Which means I have to include a defusal kit. I don't really have anything in terms of, like, past detonators. I'd have to dig through the IFA mod for something like that. So I think as a debug, I'm just going to give him a fucking clacker and call it a day. And then we'll do some explosive charges. Yeah, it should be fine. And he should already come with... yeah, engineer and EOD perms. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because I have to now remember... what's that? You're in chat. Do you remember if the ammo for RHS turrets are in the tripod or the gun? If I remember correctly, Vanilla has them in the gun, but RHS has them in the tripod. Tripods for vanilla? Okay. I'm still testing it, but... I believe it's an M3... No, we'll do an M2 gun bag. And this one will be... the miniature pod. Real quick. I'm gonna do a quick test. Just because this is one thing you don't want to get wrong. And we reload it with the tripod? Yeah. So that's the tripod. Cool. Sorry for the ear rain. So what do you have? You have the tripod. So if I were to disassemble you... take that. Drop you over to the side. Grab you. And then assemble. It's the tripod. Okay. So that means the assistant needs to have the tripod because he's the one that can interchange the ammo, and then the actual gunner has the component that you don't need to make reload. AKA, I think I have it set right. Yep. Yep. All right, cool. And then the GMG, it's really simple. We just go here. Gun bag. Tripod. And then the medic, which actually is going to be fairly simple here. We just put the pack in there. I decided we are going to do a handgun. Oh, but I forget. Blood is heavy. Additional 4 tourniquets and another cable tie. Pish posh. I don't think Forrest Gump and Bubba were ever in Norway. And that is every kit made. Now let's do a breakdown. It's ground command, 2IC, platoon, and then company medic. So that's going to be... it's platoon medic, my bad. Set as doctor. JTAC. Platoon sergeant. 1. And we'll label it US Command Team. All right, now we need squad leader. I'm going to build 8-man squads. Now I'm debating, do I want to do a 2-man group or a 3-man? How do I want to build this? 2 light ATs, 1 light AT. I'm going to change this, actually. We're going to make this into a radio because it's their own asset. I could program a Vic to be the Vic to have the radio, but I think it'll be easier on them if I just give them that. Does that fuck with your explosive count? Yeah, it means you lose a charge. That's fine. But, okay, so squad leader... Team leader... I'll have to repaste these when I'm done. I'm just kind of organizing these in my head. I just realized, where's our auto rifleman? Never made one. Oopsie. On my end. Yeah, the team leader would be the easiest thing to template. So we're going to need the 60. And he is going to need a 1919 as well, so... we're going to do mixed green. Oh, wow. That does not leave him a lot of room. We're going to custom this then. Whew, he is actually going to be a little light. He's at 33 as well. Yeah, 1 and 1. I think that's the best we're gonna get. Okay. Auto rifleman. Light AT rifleman. Light AT rifleman. Yeah. How much coffee have I had? I actually did make a thing for myself, so I am going to be up for a while. Ah, man. They could have been. Blue Man Group. Auto Rifleman, Rifleman AT, Rifleman, Rifleman AT, Rifleman, Combat Lifesaver, Team Leader. Yeah, so that's fine. So we're going to have that, and then Bravo, and then Charlie. And now this is where it's going to get interesting. Ugh. First and foremost, can we fit? We can fit 10 people in there, right? So otherwise, it's going to get very, very interesting. Yeah, 10 people can fit in there. Cool. This is where we get into teams of 5. So we have him. Then the marksman. And then I need one of the 2 weapon teams. HMG, GMG. We'll do the HMG. And then the 5th row will have the Moz. And then the team leader. where's the medic? Medic, GMG team, and then a second Moz gunner. That's our squad of 10. So they've got the AT, they've got the HMG, and they got the GMG. Yeah, ammo's in the tripods. What's that? Okay. Now I'm trying to remember the rest of my math for this. We have a 3-man tank team, an engineer team, and 2 pilots. So let's do our engineers first. Let's also do some name templating here. So marksman, gunner, HMG, assist gunner. So this would be 3, 4. I need to rename him. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. At engineer. And then tank boyos is going to be this combination. Which actually I'm going to give a squad designation to make it easier on me. Which I just realized that's the wrong kit. One. M68-1. And then 2 pilot pairs. Now, if I did my math right, we should come out to 47. So 24 for the 3 infantry squads, 24, 25, 26, 28, 38, 40, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Perfect. All right. Now, Soviet kits. I'm going to give a little more space here. On the right. So I'm gonna use CSAT as a template. They'll have like we allow for faces and shit on the server, so they can. It's doesn't work. Don't have to worry about it. So we're gonna do officer. Hell, why am I making this hard? We can just template what we have here. So officer, squad leader, team leader. I'm blind. Where's the team leader? Okay, rifleman. Rifleman AT. Missile Specialist. Auto Rifleman. Marksman. Helicopter Pilot. move things a little further back here. Crewman. Engineer. Assistants. Yeah, so assistant, combat lifesaver, HMG, GMG. Merge all those together. Cool. All right, move that back here. Well, no, we'll move it back first. Now we take this guy, copy it over. Awesome. Now, we're going to do a basic kit structure here in the form of... Put our AKs down. Missing that. All right. AKM. And now we see what we can fit in here. Now, I'm a sucker for the solid black mags whenever I do AKMs, so I'm going to keep it that. I don't care if it's not realistic or not. It's what I like. It's what I like. I'm sorry. It's the bias. Okay. So I might have to do some slightly different backpack changes for some certain units, which I figured. These are the Bakelite mags, right? No, they're not. Well, sucks to suck. See, what I also know is going to suck here is I know their grenades are way too big. Like, I'm not going to be able to do smokes in here. Plus, like, we only have black smoke, which is white and black. So, yeah. Yeah, Bakelite. For me, it feels wrong on the AKM. For the 74, yeah, but not the AKM. I'm sorry. It's just my bias. Alright, so with all of that now done, let's grab these two kits. We'll grab this third one as well, because we're going to do, you know, a similar templating on it. We need to grab a PM. And now, from there, we can put the PM magazines on... We can only fit one. Okay, well. Now, usually, for this playlist, they ask if I, continue watching. Fucking get to my horror thingies, man. Now, let's see if this will be a good backpack fit. I am a little worried about the medic. How many mags did we do on this guy again for the back? Yeah, only 2, so we need to fit, like, the rest. Yeah, so 6 in there. Yeah, I think that'll be it. We'll do binos as well. That should be good. And these two we put on the M3000s, which we'll find all the way in the bottom here. The backpacks. Honestly, the multicam's kind of the closest there. It's the best in the circumstance. I mean, we could also... I'd have to rescript. Nah, it's not worth the rescripting and the, like, risk of that breaking, so we're forced to do that. C'est la vie. Then again, I'm an idiot. You have 3CB, so just use the 3CB radios, you fucking goober. Duh. Now, that does decrease the load size, so we're down to that. But yeah, no, let me fucking go back to Blue 4 real quick. I'm gonna keep the really big one on the engineers, though, because they're going to need the space. Or I could specialize. Oh, I didn't know that. What's that? Sounds good. Ah, I can't wait. That does sound pretty awesome. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna adjust this one. Okay, cool. So we can do that instead. We can do the M3000s for these guys. Well, no, this is what I'm getting at. So 1523. So we'll make them Alice packs. Because you know, if I don't have to go super futuristic, I don't want to. One 523G. And then for the engineer, we can do an OPT4 equivalent. That looks good, you know? So that solves that issue for now. Team leader is good. Rifleman, I have no choice but to let them keep the backpack unless I can find something smaller. Which might be difficult. Where's the side pouch? We could double that up, but I think that's only gonna give him like 3 additional mags. So I'm gonna have no choice but to equip him with that level of gear. Yeah, because it's only a side pack thing. So what I need to then do is take everything here and honestly copy it off of the team leader minus the binos. And that should equip everything in there in terms of extra magazines and gear. Minus the black smoke. So I'm going to give him the binos back and then subtract the black smoke from the rest of these units. Cool. Rifleman AT, we're doing RPG 18s. For him, we're doing the RPG 7 Vanilla. V1 scope. We're switching him to an RPG backpack, the 6B2. And it doesn't matter really. Let's do that one. Taking away a big chunk of his mag so we can have room. But then again, these RPGs aren't going to be that big. Because it's just the 7Vs. I'll also remove that and that to make room for another RPG warhead. And we need to make sure we get rid of the vanilla warhead that he comes with and switch it to a 7V. Auto Rifleman is going to be the RPK with the fucking PKM boxes. Oh. I forgot. We have that one. But then again, this is also just so they can't use it, because otherwise they'd be able to equip the RPK ammo on everyone. And I know for a fact they would do that. I know that's the modern RPK. I'm just trying to remember my reasoning for why I set this one. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's because they're going to fucking abuse it. So instead we're going to do this little bugged out thing instead, which I find hilarious, but, you know, c'est la vie. Uh-oh. Wee woo, you've got to take away the pistols of everybody, because remember, they, did that? Okay, well, oh, fuck. We're gonna redo his kit. I might have to give him a bigger backpack, too. If this is the case, we'll do 2 whites, 2 RG. Oh, we can only fit 1. Right, okay. We'll do tracer boxes, actually. Anal beads? What? It's a radio, but it looks like anal beads. Why? I give up. I mean, do we even have the spare barrel? No. So we need a much bigger backpack. It's gonna have to be this. And then even then, I mean, that lets us do 500 rounds, which... I mean, yeah, it's the best we're gonna get.
We're gonna go down there.
Why? Why are you playing a commercial in my fucking... Whatever. Okay, so now I have to go through and take away the handgun off of all of these guys, because handguns are a luxury. Real quick, did I give the medic a handgun for the Blue 4 side? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, we'll get there when we get there. Right, yeah, okay.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
7N1... No tracers. Which is the same as that, so we'll just... Well, then again, when I've been doing the 3 CB guns, I've been doing the 3 CB guns, so we'll just stick to that. He will get a PM. Does he still have his mags? Yeah, let's get rid of those. I hate that glitch. Okay, it's gonna be like that either way. A lot of ammo. Okay. I think for balancing reasons, I'm gonna give him a Sidor. And then we need... I know exactly what we're gonna give him. No shaka! Yes. I wish I had a glove mod too, but I want to add something for just something that minor. Helicopter pilot. Oh, this is where we get to have some fun. No AK. PM only. And now I have to change up his look. Let's start with the helmet. Nah, screw it. And... I gotta remove the magazines first because it's doing this glitch now, so... Please tell me you're not also applying them in here. Yes, you are. Fuck me. So I gotta go back to the marksman and remove him from his. Put the toolkit in there. I could probably fit a Sidor, yeah. Just for less in space. Let me...
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Blue Reckless, thanks for the tier 1 sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Yeah, I am thinking for the pilot, like, we could do some sort of flight vest. I'm just trying to... Be that? No, that is something completely different. I forget what the designation is. It would be something, no... A Cossack uniform. Oh, nah, that's too old, believe it or not. No. That's the air patch. Technically, that's wrong. Hey, Deuce, we're just working on stuff. Well, when in doubt, we can do this.
Let's give him a warm welcome. shall we?
Early... What do you have on? You're fucking kidding me. I mean, that's literally what I have minus the fucking winter coat part. And it's cold, so he would just wear the winter coat part. This game, man. It's literally an M88, except with without the VDV, it was that. But yeah, we're just gonna do the winter coat. Fuck it. I put earplugs in you, right? Yeah, you're all working. All right, crewmen. This is where things get interesting. So, first off, we're going to do the 2 separate ones first. I'm going to first do an AKMS to mirror the grease gun. I know, bias. Actually, do we have a PPS? No, we don't. GG. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. And then we need... TT4. TSH4. Okay. He only needs a Sidor. Taking away your mags. Adding a toolkit. And... yeah, I don't have anything that's in black, though. Under this mod. You know what I mean? I mean, we can look by typing BTR here, going to early. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So that is the commanding officer, which we actually replaced with the squad leader logo. And now we're going to do the regular crewman, which is just going to have a pistol. I'm going to go back to him real quick, because he actually has no ammo for that thing. I want him to have a few mags. You get 1 mag, comrade. Good luck. 3 mags, yeah, it's not bad. The regular crewman here... all of them just got ripped off of his kit. Okay, cool. Not what I was planning, but... c'est la vie. Where did all of his mags go? Did they just fucking... yeah, he still has mags. Weird. Let's give him a slightly cooler hat so he can show that he's in charge. Yeah, there we go. PM. Oh, and Commander needs binos. You know, I just realized, technically, the assistants for the guns should also have binos to range, to call shots in, right? That would make sense. No, I hit the bad button. No! Not the bad button. That's the arsenal that chumps use. Though, for very rare glitches where the weapons don't show up in Ace Arsenal because they're not referenced correctly, they will show up in BI Arsenal, so we still have to use it from time to time. So it serves a function as a debug arsenal. Force of habit, just a misclick. Okay. I can see he's meant to be the commanding officer. Cool, that's all set. No radio, perfect. All right, NG. This is where things get fun. No. Little futuristic for what we got, but I mean, compared to anything, like everything else we have here, that's the closest we're gonna get. Completely redoing his kit. You know, I just realized it. Yeah, you're getting grease guns. You're getting grease guns. Because I don't want you in direct combat. If you're in direct combat, I want you to hate it. I want you to hate me. I want you to hate every minute of it. You're engineers, not fucking soldiers. Have fun. Which means this guy gets the AKMS. Which is the same fucking thing, but... Huh. And your mag is set as the 231 by default. Excellent. Now... Did I give your compadres pistols? I doubt it, because I gave him the grease gun. Yeah. Now, this has a lot of room in it. So let's focus on the essentials first. Toolkit. What did I put in here for vests? I'll be right with you 1 second. I need to shut my fan off. Lado Lego, I'll spoil it for you. He calls me a fucking cunt, but he laughs about it. That was... Oh, satisfying. I think I got the same amount of satisfaction from blowing him up that he did shooting me in the face. I actually sent both of those clips to Bloodwing. She's going to edit something for me. And I can't wait to see what it looks like when it comes out. Second grenade. Yeah, I know. His reaction for him going down as I indexed was that. All right. Diffusal kit. in case of an oopsie. I have no other types of firing devices, so we have to give him the M57. And then we're going to do 3 explosive charges. He still has room, but, you know, it works out. Cool. Now, this is where it gets a little annoying. He's not going to have any fucking ammo. Like 2 mags. Jesus. I guess that's just one of the kit weaknesses of this group, but makes sense, because these guys are meant to be the long-range support team anyway. But I know I'm going to get a few complaints from it, but still. Dishcum gun bag. High
Let's give
tripod.
him a warm welcome, shall we?
AGS gun. AGS tripod. Also, pardon the music. It's now going through all the interludes of the fucking Cataclysm campaign. I kind of like it, though. Now the fun part of combining this guy's ammo and medical into one kit. And you get 1 handgun mag, because I don't like you. Okay. I'm gonna give him a big, big bag. You know what? If that's the case, here, we're actually gonna redo his kit. But no. That'd be funny if I missed that and gave him a fucking blue 4 handgun. What do I do with this? I stole it. It's the Nagarog, if I recall correctly. That actually fits everything perfectly. I'll give a second debug cable tie, but that is all the medical on one side or the other. Excellent. Don't worry, yes, I have a massive list of things to do, and that's one of them. And I'm happy to say that we're actually getting through that list. I'm going to have a good chunk of days between Wednesday and Sunday just to get everything done. Why are people saying... Oh, okay. You know, I don't even want to know. All right, cool. I'm sure What's That will do his job and then make sure I don't grow another fucking god complex. All right, 1. Ground command at USSR team. Keep that capitalized. I accidentally left the fucking O in there. 2. Now, we're going to do a more Americanized system for the squad roster, but that's because I'm just trying to keep it even. Platoon Sergeant 3, J Tac 4, Platoon Medic. Set as a doctor. Okay. Squad leader. How do we do it here? SL, auto rifleman, light AT rifleman, light AT rifleman medic. Okay. Team leader. these, actually. No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So gotta get the templating in for...
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I'm debating if I want to do the Blue Force tracking script for this one, or if I really just want to fuck people over, and I might just forego it. Just because this... No, I am gonna forego it, because this is meant to be a competition between 2 squads, so the better squad wins. I'm gonna forego the hold-handing... the hand-holding of what that script does. AA12 got a sub from Willow. Thank you, Willow. Hope you both keep enjoying the operations. I hope we get a nice kick out of this nice little dev scenario. Okay. So how'd it go? Marksman, HMG, AT, Medic, GMG, AT. Yeah, okay. Did I label... I mean, I can just state for the record what gun it is. But if we're just going to mirror that, I can literally just do this. Cool. And now we do the engineers. And I can literally just copy and paste what's in here. And then we have the tank crew.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall
This
we?
is not going to be a PvP event. It's just going to be 2 forces. I don't know. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to have them do a scenario where it's either a race to the end point first or something where they have to, like, things will lead them down a certain way. I'm thinking we'll have it be a mix of both. Like, their end point only gets them the half of the grid ref for, like, the final thing. They have to work together. That's what I might do. Just have them work together at the end to fight, like, the final boss. I think that would actually be the best one. So even if there's some, like, an original PvP in the beginning, then They're screwed. What are they fighting? What are they fighting, he asks. Do 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 do. Mana mana. Do 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 do. No mana. See, this one's fun because you put them close enough. It's what they voted for. Oh, he's still going. All right, and then we have the pilot cruise, which is just... He's still going. Horny motherfucker. Kind of funny to listen to in the background, in my opinion. All right. Now, final kit testing. This is 94 slots total. I have to add my Zeus slot for the 95th. All right. Now we're going to go through the US kits and then the USSR kits and just make sure everything looks good. Fuck that button. All right, let me also disable that one unit in the roster and give my multiplayer attributes assigned here. Custom position. I'll come up with the description later. Actually, no, I know what it is right now. USSR forces race to... Spell check that real quick. Where's my debug? Oh, I don't have my debug one bookmarked. Okay, let me just go to it then. I have a Google Doc called my debug doc, which has like everything I'm currently working on just written down. Yeah, I spelled against wrong. I always spell that wrong. Oh, I will also say this. I am working on setting up a collab operation with Karma Cut. Is that how you say it? Yeah, I think... please tell me if I'm wrong. We're going to do something in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm also going to invite him over for MCO. I'm also going to get Tanaka and Coalition over for this MCO. And that's a commercial. That is not my music. Why? Why you do me dirty like that? Okay, so yeah, those are literally just intros. Let me just loop back. And yeah, so we're just trying to open things up there in that regard. But yeah, no, so it's going to probably be a 30-person Spec Op Osama Bin Laden compound raid on NSA based off of what he listed as things he wanted to look into. And then I recommended that idea based off of the feedback he gave me to the questions I gave him, and he said it was perfect. But fun fact, I have a large list of questions I always ask any clients or people that want to do collabs once I get that all set up. I also have to talk with a guy from a Turkish community. I still have to get permission in TSB to see if we want to do that. But for YouTube on YouTube collabs, I don't have to ask TSB because... how do I word it? If they want to collab with TSB, I have to ask TSB. If they want to collab with me, I don't have to ask TSB. I can just set that up. So different channels, TSB collab takes longer, and I haven't even asked yet because of the order of how things came in. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is we have a lot of stuff coming in the aftermath of Splendid. And Nillers is already working on another large-scale collab event. I'm not going to share anything past that, though. He has already come up with some new ideas, but I think we're going to keep it low-key for now. This op is going to run in 2 weeks on a Sunday. Isn't extraterrestrial one word? Let me look it up. So, TLDR, we have a lot of stuff coming up. Yes, it is one word. Cool. And Liru is a very busy, busy boy. Holy fuck, YouTube fucking exploded, though. I've never had days where I get over 100,000 views, and oh my god. Yesterday was like 130K. This one is gonna also be around 125, 130K. The issue is when my viewership skyrockets, my revenue per million plummets a little bit, so I actually don't make a lot of extra money. Which is what I, at the end of the day, no offense, care about, because that's how I pay my mortgage. But, yeah, it's cool that people are watching, you know? So, funny enough, no, the videos, I'm just chaining the virality of the videos themselves. And the one where I made fun of the English language from a few days ago, for whatever reason, just randomly exploded and got a few, like, up to 100,000 views in, like, 2 days. And that's what's been stacking things. Really, how you're able to amass dozens of thousands to, you know, or tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of views a day is if you just constantly daisy chain videos that go viral. And because of YouTube unblacklisting me back in December, my channel has had the analytics of a channel within the hundreds of thousands of subs to get the viewership to back that. But because I was just unblacklisted, my analytics were completely reset when I came off of it, because when you're blacklisted, YouTube analytics don't work in your favor. So with the viewership I get, it's been skyrocketing me. And I'd love to do a video one day of just showing off the charts, because I love the metadata. And it's also been giving, like, I've had to do a lot of thinking of whether or not I want to push it to see if I can, like, grow at a considerable rate, or just play it off as is and just see where it goes and not focus on that. And later this week, I am going to shoot the video for the channel update and also do an unboxing. And we'll talk about that, because I have made my decision that, but I'll wait for that to go on. But I'm going to just try to... There was a term I found the other day, actually. A niche internet... No, what was it? Fuck, I have the picture somewhere. Don't make fun of me. I found it on iFunny. It's a great way to just randomly kill time. A niche internet micro-celebrity. That was it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to rock. That, yes, exactly. Demeric, the damn Demerican got it. I'm not out here to get, like, super famous and, you know, everyone in the world knows my name. Fuck that. That comes with a world of problems. Just be someone known in your respected field and just do what you love. I swear, why is this playlist now getting all these fucking ads? I swear to fucking God. I'm gonna make... There used to be a compilation of just one video that had all the songs, and it wasn't fucking advertised. I swear, I'm gonna spend 20 minutes, download all this shit, sync it up into one playlist, and just play it off my fucking computer. Because this is starting to get on my nerves. Just gonna fucking loop Tel Sector. Even though Tel Sector is like a freaking... what I use for SCP shit, but fuck it. We're gonna get dark and gloomy. Alright, let's go through and test our kits now. Hey, Dova, how you doing? How's life? Okay, U.S. Command Team. Command looks good. Alpha looks good. Everything's numbered right. Bravo, Charlie. Delta, which is the 10-man weapons squad. Carl Gustav Gunner. Team leader, Gunner. Engineer. Commander, driver, gunner. UH-1, number 1. UH-1, number 2. Cool. Op 4, USSR ground command team.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Okay, cool. They're both capitalized. RPG 18, RPG 18. It's gonna be really funny testing those AT weapons against the fucking tanks I want to use and shit, but I also have to test to make sure those tanks actually shoot infantry, because I remember using Uncom about a year and a half ago, and some of the armor would not shoot at infantry, but now that I know how to do weaponry scripting, I can just find a weapon turret that actually works and re-script it myself. I've learned so much over the past year. I'm actually really excited to do something like this, because the more I think about it, the more I realize I can make this fucking epic if I wanted to. That's also why I put the fucking thing right here, because with me spending more time with it, it means more sleepless nights. God, I was so fucking nervous over the weekend before we ran Splendid. I just wanted that to work. Because, A, when you run something for a bunch of YouTubers, if you give a bad representation of yourself, then you're fucked. Like, on the social scale. And I was really happy when we were in debrief. And Remy said he expected it to be a giant clusterfuck, or what's his term, fustercluck? But he was pleasantly surprised about it. And then Digby, who said in the beginning, before we started the stream, that told me, oh yeah, the guy that often kills his players. And then Drum stepped up and defended me, saying he doesn't do that. He only does that if the players ask for him. And then I proved to them by not shooting anyone until the end with the RPG. And I wasn't even expecting to make that fucking shot. But, you know, everyone had a good time. I was able to change some people's perceptions of me, and that's what it's all about, in my opinion. But everyone had a good op, but the main reason I was nervous for the Splendid Squad was that would have been the gateway to more ops, aka Bohemia interacting more with the community. If I fucked that op up, those gates would have potentially closed. And I would have fucked everything. So by having a good op for Splendid Squad, I have basically paved the way for Nillers to say, okay, this went really well, let's do more. And now we're going to have more relations between Bohemia and the entire Arma 3 community for more joint ops like that. And that is exactly what I wanted. Because now I can smile every time I see a joint op, even if I'm not invited, to say I helped pave the road for that. And no one cares, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, when Arma 4, maybe even 5 comes out, like a decade from now. But that is something that I can take to my grave and be proud about. That's one of my personal achievements, because I mean, it's just been one of my goals, you know, official recognition of the channel by the people who made the game. And I got that on Sunday, and I rocked it. One of the best investments of 28 hours of my life I ever made, even though it was for free. But it paved the road. And that's what I care about the most, is making sure we get all this good stuff with a great game that's truly one of a kind. I don't think anyone is going to ever make something like it other than Bohemia, you know? So. Whew. So as a BI friend, can you tell us what country the devs plan to get arrested on for Arma 4? God. If I ever make another Splendid Squad style op, I'm going to include a meme Easter egg that includes what happened to those devs. But fuck me, let's start looking through our kits here. How much time on a weekly basis do I spend doing Arma work? Right now or on average? Because right now it's higher because I'm doing... Actually, no, recently it's increased because on some slots I've gone weekly now, which is a gigantic pain in the ass, but I took it because I'm too much of a nice guy. Motherfucker. Here, I'm gonna load a script in, not a script, I'm just gonna put a fucking line of code in a description extension to override that bullshit. Let's see, missions, all I need is to go to a description extension file, copy... paste. And that'll bypass that issue. Still waiting for them to make that a setting in the Eden editor itself, but I'll keep waiting. So here's the deal. Here's my average schedule right now. And let's say I divide MCO's development work weekly as well in the 4-week cycle, but I'll get to that at the end. So Sunday, I have one op, the public op, when I'm not running the MCO. But let's assume every op I do has about 2 hours on average of development time. Most of them are around that mark. The public op is usually less because I keep it as vanilla as I can, so it's easier to, stack everything, but I still average is about 2 hours because others take longer. So 1 op on Sunday, 2 ops on Monday, usually a main op and a meme op, 1 op on 2 ops on Monday, 1 op on Tuesday, so that's 4 so far. 2 ops on Wednesday now, because now I host weekly for the 506 because Cherry stepped down. So that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's already 7 ops. Yeah, 7 ops. And then Pogs on Thursday, though, for the past few weeks, other people have been wanting to Zeus, and I've been more than happy to let them because less work. And then once in a while, I do something with the Sunday. But let's take that. Our 7 op average. No, 8 op average with Pog. So that's 16 hours of work. Oh, yeah, no, it was Drum and Leclerc clutched, especially at the checkpoint. And that was really cool to watch, because without them, they would have failed that mission halfway through, and I would have laughed my ass off. But, yeah, they were doing a good job, and I'm glad they bounced with each other as the Milsim players. But, all right, so 8 ops, not including the ones I occasionally do. Now, MCOs take about 12 hours of development per. So divide that by the 4 weeks, that's 3 hours. So we're at 8, 16, 17, 18, 19 hours. And then, actually, let's not include those 3 hours yet. Every stream is usually, on average, 2 hours. Some a little more, some a little less. The meme op is usually 1 hour on Mondays, but again, the average is. So that's 8 times 4. So that's 32 hours. Plus the 3 hours for MCO. So that's 45 hours. And that's not including the footage edits, the testing I do on the side for stuff that I feel like will be good on campaigns. That also doesn't include the usual 4 or 5 hours I spend when I start a campaign. Because I have to do all the research and then build all the kits I'm going to use week to week, all the enemy kits, all the vehicle templating. So usually, it's anywhere from 45 to 60 hours that I spend on Arma weekly, on average. Cherry's taking a break because he's mad that people on the in the 506 don't show up for sci-fi stuff. They just want to keep doing realism stuff, which is what they already do in the unit. But, as someone that's used for dozens of communities, the player base is always right for what they want to do. So, just got to work with it. But, yeah, anywhere from 45 to 60 hours. Not including edit time. Edit time for videos, usually I'm able to do both at the same time. But, yeah. Yeah, that's my life. And then I cook 3 or 4 times a week, which takes another few hours, just going through my whole life now. Usually I sleep anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. If I'm having a coffee binge, it's 4 hours, but usually it's 8 hours. Bloodwing lets me sleep in. And I usually don't start work till about 10 a.m. on average. But if I'm super busy, I'll wake up at like 7 or 8, especially over the weekends for Splendid Squad. I'm not going to factor in footage editing because usually, again, I multitask that, but that can be usually an extra 2 or 3 hours a week if I need to focus on like an actual edit for something. And then any side stuff I do, which I will admit has been a little on the rare side the past few weeks, but usually like unboxing videos or the monthly update video, I try to post weekly on Patreon. That usually takes me an hour to collect my thoughts and make these massive like paragraphs of everything that's going on. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy doing it. So to me, it's not really work. It's just having fun. When I describe to people, I don't say I do it, but I I describe to people what I do for a living. And usually they're envious. But I will also say it's very easy to burn yourself out on this shit. Like, it's very fucking easy if you're not careful. You working? Yeah, you're working. No short range. Let me actually get my job done here. U menu's working fine. 4 tourniquets, map tools, smoke grenades. Yeah, that kit's good. So that's the same one. Let's skip down to medic. What's embarrassing? What's that? I blow people up in games with IED goats and butterflies. Funny enough, when I show those clips to people, like as a joke, they actually find it really funny. What's that? Let me know if, Don, you two, anyone that plays my shit or at least watches me do this, let me know if you see anything that's wrong. Because I think we're good for the most part. So originally I went to school for cybersecurity, and then I transferred to information systems and operations management because the math department is insane. They wanted me to do 5 semesters worth of math classes for cybersecurity stuff, and I told them to go fuck themselves. So I basically switched a degree to a business side degree because they had cybersecurity under their engineering school. And I didn't have to take any of the math classes minus one, which I already took, even though I already took multiple. But I could take all the cybersecurity classes I wanted as electives, and that's exactly what I did. But I want to say by junior year of college, I knew that I would be doing this. And then some cyber stuff on the side if I needed to. These are 500 round box. So actually, no, it's going to be pretty even with the PKM because they only had 500 rounds as well, plus the handgun. And he has the spare barrel. Remind me when we look at the RPK that he has the spare barrel too, because that's going to be important. Yeah, Automod did that because he said ISIS, or in the chat, and yeah, bot's not gonna like that. Here, while I'm here, let me go ahead.
Standing by.
See what happens. Why only elastic bandages? Because the medical system we run in TSB is a hybrid of basic and advanced. So we have elastic bandages, blood in packs. How do I... It's just how we do medical. So the elastic bandage is the basic bandage. I have a more serious explanation of it, but I can't really think of it right now. I have my brain too far in these kits. But yeah, it's just how we do things. We don't want to have, like, you know, all this medical equipment for various stuff. They have shields now? When the fuck did they get shields? Oh. Oh. Oh, my players are dead. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to retest some of the balancing. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Alright. Did everything else look good in his fucking
Send
kit?
in
He's got
goat
mags, he's got
6
his medical.
now.
Whoops,
Yeah.
didn't know this ended.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Free Booze, thanks for the 18-month resub. That gets you a Lance Corporal badge with the goat horns, which I love. Also, I don't have an ETA on those emotes, by the way. When I checked the artist's backlog, she got through 3 orders over the past week since I made it. And I'm the 6th order, so we'll probably see it by the end of the month, as I predicted, but, you know. We'll get there when we get there, but I got a lot of cool emotes coming out eventually. And Bloodwing got mad because I didn't order any Bloodwing emotes, but if I like these, I'll make a second request after I look at how many I still have left over, so. Whew, yep, you're a Lance Corporal badge again, E3 Mafia. Oh, right! I forgot, A1s are fully automatic. They only switched them to burst fire with the A2 because in Vietnam, the recruits kept going to full auto and firing and burning their entire 20-round magazine. Team leader, that's tested. Combat lifesavers, tested. Let's look at marksman. I know so much fucking random niche knowledge about weapons and shit because of all the research I've had to do for building kits. It's really funny, actually. Bloodwing, she works for a defense contractor. And she once invited me to a trivia night at a brewery, and she never told my coworker or her coworkers what I do for a living. So this trivia night, we basically get a table with some of her coworkers. They have no idea who I am, and one of the trivia categories was some niche stuff about Vietnam and weaponry. And every time they asked the question, I'd write it down, because you don't want to say it out loud because the other tables are listening. I'd write it down, I'd show it to Bloodwing, and then she'd get everyone together and go, okay, it's this. And then the first one, they questioned it, and I just, like, waved them off, and I said, trust me, I know. Second one, I said, trust me, I know. And the third one, I write it down, and one of her coworkers asked, how do you know this? And I just smile and go, it's, don't worry about it. But it was like 5 of the questions, and it put us in first place. And I just had it all fucking known. It was hilarious. Well, we always joke that Bloodwing is foreign intelligence. But we need to stop making that joke because she's up for security clearance stuff. And I don't want her background check failing because we make those jokes, which is why I don't make those jokes anymore. So, but the joke is because her father works for the Greek embassy, and when she took me to Greece for 2 weeks, apparently the ambassador of Greece was on the plane, and then she just introduced me to the ambassador when we were getting our baggage, and the ambassador said, oh yeah, Bloodwing's told me a lot about you, and he put his hand out to shake first. I just shook it back. I'm like, hi? Hello? What do you mean? What do you mean you talk about me with the ambassador? What the fuck does that mean? But yeah, no, kit looks good. Range card, accessible. Ooh, I didn't put range cards in Op4's engineer kits. I gotta go fix that for the artillery. Yeah, and that's for his ammo here. 69, 5 by 93, what? I'm very familiar with your country, sir. I can illuminate several defensive positions and strategies for you to explore. I don't want to get arrested like the 2 Bohemia devs, though. What's that? Because I'm in their country safe. Oh my god. Oh. That would just get me a one-way ticket trip to Gulag. I can meet the devs. Well, they got released, but... I'll get the same cell. I'll see what they written everything in with. Oh my god, Discord real quick. All right, Don, you got it. You made this 11 out of 10. Liru the yeah, no, literally that's what happened. It was so funny. What, this has a deployable bipod too. Ooh, yeah. Sexy. All right. So I'm gonna quickly back out because I need to add the artillery range cards to the Op 4 engineers. Check your above. Look, if fucking Malin can get stuck on the salt flats and be towed out by a fucking farmer, you're good. So, for context, Malin, who's someone in the community, he, well, not anymore, he left, but besides the point. Really active player in the community for a while, and he actually went to Limnos, which is the island that Altus is based on. It was Malin, yeah. And he drove to the actual salt flats that are reflected on the Altus map, and then he got stuck on them, and he had to be towed out by a by a farmer.
Let's give him a warm welcome.
We'll see, Malin, if I ever decide to play in the new group Abe made. But I've just been trying to find time to do it, but all the time slots now conflict with what I'm doing. But anyway, speaking of what I'm doing, let me grab these two. Artillery range card, which we put in there. We don't use the 82mm because it's sometimes raw, and the artillery one will cover that anyway. Cool. Yeah, speaking of which, we're getting to artillery now. Greece versus Turkey, next stop. Yeah, I'll present that to the Turkish community that wants to do a collab with me. That should do really well. Or we do a Turkey versus Kurds. Nah, that would be pretty fucking bad, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, demo blocks, working LR to work with command. And then we do an MK6 mortar.
Standing by.
Get off my mortar. Yeah. And then it tells you everything you need. So that should be good. We'll disable the artillery computer, but we'll do an MK6 mortar for both sides and just disable that part. But that's because I just want to even out the mortar on both sides. Definitely look out for... No, we can't do shadow people because they're going to attack every side, so they would then turn around and attack the aliens, but... I could probably ask Drongo if he could change that, but I don't want to bug Drongo with such a silly request. Leave that man to do God's work with those mods, man. That's what I want. Let's look at the commander and the driver.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall
Yeah,
we?
player base, the top choice for the next 3 MCOs was aliens. By a near landslide, which I thought was pretty funny. So he gets the grease gun, 4 mags. I need to make sure that's reflected on Op 4. I'm not giving them toolkits because only the engineers get the toolkits. I might have given them toolkits. Can I add a new background sound for the next stop in Syria? I don't know when we're going to do more Middle Eastern campaigns, to be perfectly honest, because we had a period within the past 6 months where we had a lot of Middle Eastern campaigns running at once, and now the concept kind of, you know, is burnt out a little bit. So I wouldn't expect to see Middle Eastern campaigns throughout. We're going to do a one-off with Karma Cut with, you know, an Osama bin Laden raid in, you know, 2 or 3 weeks, but... I still have to work out the details with him, though. But regardless, that's going to take time, you know? So we'll see. Yeah, I totally gave you a toolkit, didn't I? Realistically, I can just get rid of that. Clear that out. You're the pilot. No, I need him to keep his toolkit. You I want to fuck around with. Yeah, I gave you a toolkit, so we're going to get rid of that. Get rid of this. 2 of those mags. And that. Because I don't want the tanks to be able to repair in field. They have to go back to the triple RVIC. That also means if the tanks explode, though, they're going to have a long time. They're going to have to manually drive back, so hopefully the commander plays that thing properly, because if they don't, the tanks are going to have a bad time. I'm going to get rid of one of the RGDs so we can have more pistol room. Yeah, should be good. All right, but otherwise, all the blue 4 kits looked fine. Let's look at the pilot-co-pilot combo. I'll ask him if I can. What's that? That actually sounds pretty fun. That'll be exchange, because he wants me, he says I can Zeus the mission that we're talking about, and I'll then ask in exchange if I can join him on the 100-person Liberation server. Sounds like a fair deal. Pilot and co-pilot have the same kit, so that's fine. All right, let's look at Op 4. Just don't Zeus a mission on the Liberation server and black out the maps. Wait, what? When did that happen? You're talking about my ops or someone else's? 7 mags with the handgun. Really, it's just the RDGs that are massive. Oh, on Karma server, fair. He blacks out maps, that's fair. How would you make Alvin and the Chipmunks with bomb vest, Ninja? If you can tell me how that's done. Yeah, Karma didn't run at one of his Zeuses, I gotcha. A small bear? You can't use the set scale command on anything that has active simulation. You have to disable simulation for it to work properly. So otherwise it just doesn't work. Yeah, he has smoke. Yeah, looks good. Jeez, 12:30. Chipmunk, rabbit, potato, potato. Fuck's sake. Guys are goobers. Alright, yeah, you I want to check. Yeah, of course. Fuck me. Fucking. Yeah, you fire above, but then you can range it like that. Okay. Hold up. You know, something's a little wrong with. I don't know. Let me look at that from the side real quick. He never touches that right bolt there, does he? It's almost as if he's loading a PKM instead of an RPK. It's because it's the PKM ammo. Which, by the way, actually it's by 54, not 39. So he is firing... Fuck's sake. Whatever. Pow, 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 pow. Okay. Well, how many boxes? Yeah, so they're actually even in terms of ammo types, which I wasn't expecting to get, but hey, c'est la vie.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Well, it's not an RPK-74, it's RPK 8 cam variant, but I mean, even though it's scuffed on our HS's side, it still works for what I want. It keeps things even, so therefore, I don't care. I only care if it actually got in the way. I'm debating, I'm probably going to reduce the backpacks to Sidor's. Because otherwise, they're going to be able to get a lot more ammunition based off of magazines. But here, let me... Oh, so that comes out pre-placed. You get that as a little firing hole. Okay, teleport. Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's because that's the tunnel.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, cool. That does destroy it.
Target in sight.
Cool. Oh, it does have physics. Interesting. Little glitchy on the LOD. So they definitely updated this mod since the last time I used it, because that did not used to exist. I should say a double negative. Weird. So I'm going to retemplate the units. And give them smaller backpacks. It's not going to be perfect. But I think if we lower it to Sidor's, that will help balance things out a bit more. Yeah, so they can only sneak another, like, extra 2 mags in their backpacks. But yeah, team leads are still going to get that backpack advantage. Actually, no, I should demote them too, because we don't have a backpack. Wait, no, yes we do. For the team leads, yes we do. So I'll let them keep the bigger backpack as well. Because the backpack is supposed to give them around the same size as the Alice webbing does for the U.S. forces, because the OPFOR USSR side pouch they get is, like, less than half the size of the Alice webbing. So it keeps things a little even. But yeah, everything else, that should be fine for the rest of that. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of our kits here. Let's look at rifling. Well, it wouldn't do him much good for an extra AK. Oh, fuck, I forgot to check if the RPK guys had spare barrels. Why am I checking you? I didn't go to OPFOR, Goober. I already know the Blue 4 kits are fine. But yeah, since I'm already here, let's go check Auto Rifleman again. Yeah, alright, cool. Wait a minute. Why? So why am I not getting the option? Is it doing the glitch where I have to drop it and then pick it back up? No. But it's registering I have a spare barrel because it's allowing me to check the spare barrel weapon temperature. So why isn't it... Motherfucker, not this issue. I encountered this in some World War II ops. I'm just going to load main setting. Well, no, I'll load MCO settings for now. But that does include overheating. Oh, fuck me. Ugh. If I hit escape, does it unfuck it? Thank you. Thank God. Yeah, okay. No, to some extent. So is the M60 bugged as well? Because I have to turn overheating off if they can't switch the barrel. I fucking hate you. I might have to switch them to PKMs. Because if they don't get the option, that means the weapon's configured improperly. Is it because it has an attachment on the weapon? No. Yeah, it's borked. Fuck. Well, no, a spare barrel is a spare barrel. It's universal. Same as a wheel in Arma. It can change out any wheel, but I think it's a config issue. Okay, do you have the same issue? You have the same issue. So I'm going to go to an M60. See, swap barrel there. I'm going to have to switch it to a PKM. No harm, no foul, but it's annoying. Unless the PKM's bugged too, in which case I just lose.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Yeah, so it's a config issue with the weapon. It's, the Ace compats don't label the RPK as a weapon that can swap barrels. Same issue we ran into in the World War II, but this is why we test. So, I need to switch all the weapons to PKMs. But yeah, so what's that? It's the most up-to-date patch, though. And if they haven't patched it yet, that means it's not going to get patched. Probably because the weapon itself is busted. But then again, so RHS has said on their side that the weapon mod, it's the A's compatibility patch that's borking the fact that the RPK uses the wrong ammo type. So I think the whole Ace compatibility patch is just scuffed for that weapon, but because we need it to run, it's just going to remain scuffed. So we're instead going to switch these guys to PKMs. Nothing's going to really change, though, because it's the same ammo, so... Shrug. Yeah, 4 tracer boxes, and then let's get the that tracer box. So it works either way. Yeah, welcome to the actual 40 hours of testing. All right, let's just make sure that got reflected properly, just in case. Yeah, but the RPK is supposed to be 7.62 by 39, and those boxes of ammo are for 7.62 by 54. Hence, the issue. Alright, that's all of those kits. Let's now look at marksman. Yep, how's your range card? Ooh, I didn't give you a range card. I'm gonna have to fix that. I've got spades, I can put it in there. Yeah, no, I forgot his range card. Cool. I don't know, I always find testing to be therapeutic. You just go through, see what you missed, and go from there. It would have been quicker for me just to search it, but, you know. C'est la vie. I know the SVD shouldn't need one, but so the SVD scope actually has a built-in range finding system with the scope. So look at the bottom left. I teach people this in AT training as well. So if the guy is at the top of, you see where the 2 is on the bottom left thing? If his feet are touching the bottom line and his head goes up to the 2, then he's 200 meters away. And you just aim 200 meters. And I forget, I think every mil-dot sight under the center is 200 meters, if I remember correctly. I forget how many meters it is. And then the 10 on the left and right is 10 degrees to the left or right, as in like a 360. So if he fits in between the 2 and the bottom black line, he's 200 meters away. If he fits between the 4 and the bottom black line, 400 meters away, 600, and so on. You see it with AT all the time. But just in case, I give him a range card, just to be safe. Yeah, if he's taller than the 2, then you just aim close, you know? Let me grab the RPG 7 gunner, but I need to test the ballistics. Not the ballistics, the backpacks to make sure it works. I did the right ones. RPG! See, you also have it for the RPG scope, just on the bottom right side. And then the 2, 3, 4, 5 is just the aim for the 7V rocket. And then he has 3 spare rounds. But he doesn't have a lot of mags for his primary, because he has to make room for that. Stop it. Oh, there's... Hey, I just shot a man who was stealing, okay? Don't need to freak out. We're gonna learn if I have this set properly, because they'll start shooting me. If I didn't set it, yeah, so we're fine. Wait, you didn't have what I wanted. Who has the other backpack? Eh, doesn't matter, give me that. Why is stamina being a bitch? Did stamina break on these settings again? Because sometimes I've noticed that, yeah, stamina broke on the MCO settings again. Alright, I have to reset those. Good thing I caught that. Again, testing. Hey, shh, we're just doing executions, okay? Just calm down. Yep, there it is. Fuck. I knew that was coming. Alright, let me fix stamina real quick before I forget. Alright, we do 4.9. Weapon sway we bring to a factor of 5, give or take. Terrain gradient, let's lower that to 7. Load factor, keep it 1. Recovery, 4.9. Load factor we reduce actually by 5. Actually, I would have it in the... How do I do it in fucking TSB? What are the TSB settings? Right, we lower performance. We don't have it maxed because then it never recovers. Load factor to 0.1. I'm going to reduce sway a little bit, though. .5, 4.9, 0.1, 0.5, 0.56. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. I'm gonna have to go double check all those other settings too, just to make sure nothing else borked, but... Those are out of order. Why? Is it because the copy-paste was spawned out of order? Yes, it was. That's why. Easy fix. I spawned the assistant before the main unit on the template, and then when I copied those over, I copied them in pairs. So yeah, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, fuck. And now it's registering 10 before 9, because of course it is. Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's check our engineers. No commissars to improve morale. Artillery range table, explosive charges that are ace compatible. Diffusal kit. That setting's worked too. Weird. I think some of my MCO settings got reset, so I'm just gonna have to go fucking fix all of them. We'll do a play-by-play when I'm done with kit stuff. I just want to make sure these assemble to the proper statics. Cool. Now, technically, it's supposed to be an AGS-17, but I don't have access to an AGS-17 in the mod set, so we're doing the AGS-30. Yes, it gives them a scope compared to the Americans that don't get a scope on theirs, but whatever. Cool. Those get assembled to what I want. Why'd I fully back out? That was a mistake. Look at the commander and the driver and the gunner. Well, we don't have to look at the gunner because it's a copy of the driver, so. Jeez, we've been at this for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Time flies. Yep, 2 spare AK mags. No toolkit. Literally just the crew commander. Oh, wait, does he have the bino? Yes, he does. Excellent. Because he's the guy that gets out of it and looks out with the binos. No binos for these guys. They just get a handgun with a pistol. Yep. Didn't mean hit escape twice. Fuck. Whatever. Let's look at the pilot. Doesn't matter which one. They're all the same kit. I don't know of any binos with built-in range tables. I don't think they exist. They might be in RHS, but I wouldn't know, because usually I use vanilla, but yeah, Falcon can also answer that question. And he says no. Yeah. Ooh, they need engineer perms. I know the engineers by default have engineer perms, but the pilots need the engineer perms as well. I know I did that for Blue Force pilots, too. It's so they can repair in the field if they go down. I'm giving them that luxury. Yep. I sit engineer instead of medic, right? I could be a scatterbrain in that regard. Tribute. Yes, I did. All right, cool. All right, let's go through settings, because some appear to be borked. So we're going to go in order. Ballistics, off. Turning them on. Throwing. See, that's risky, though, because I got to be careful about the AI calculations. This is really risky to put on, because it might lag the server a little too much. I'm turning that off because that'll fuck with rifles over a longer period of time. Map is called Votten. Yeah, we'll do that. Fatigue, cool, advanced throwing. That should all be overwritten. I know I leave that as a client-side setting. That's all good. Arsenal. Yeah, it's good. All right, 1 second. I have to put my fan back on. Yes. The constant simulation of temperature. That's all fine. Artillery. No targeting computer. We're not doing that. Air resistance, yes. Because they have to call the shot. I will give them the compass, though. Captives. Yeah. Disabled. Yeah, these got scuffed. I don't know when. That doesn't matter. Cook-off, I disable because it can get a little too laggy. We learned that in one of the MCOs. Preserved weapons, I'm actually going to keep this off because they don't have the room to store the extra ammo, and I don't want to deal with that. I want to keep it a little more simplistic because MCO players, they want it more simplistic. Ace explosives. Nah. I had yeah, no, these are scuffed. You never want to have that on because that makes all the projectiles spawn and that can lag the server. G-force, I disable. Goggles, yeah, nah. I would have been better off going through TSP main settings and reverting them. I will keep that. Hearing is on. That is supposed to be off. Yeah, I know, right, Falcon? There's more on the way. That should be... Yeah,
So,
I
let's get
don't
my
know
warm
what happened to
welcome,
these
shall we?
settings, but they certainly got scuffed. Jesus. Yeah, I leave that all optional. Logistics. Do I want them to be able to quick load, or do I want them to be slow? I want them to be slow. Amount based on caliber. Unlimited ammo supply, though. Repair engineer only. Full repair locations. Facility or vehicle. Engineer only. MISC and full repair toolkits. They have to shut the engine off. I'm not autoing that. Add spare parts, yes. Remove toolkit on use, no. Cool. Mag repack. Make sure those are all checked so people can set them client side. Map. No blue force tracking. This is probably scuffed. Yeah. Okay, disable that. Player damage threshold, we're going to set at 3.5. AI will keep at 1. Epinephrine wakes up. I am better off loading main and just going off of that, because everything else is so fucking scuffed. Insta-death and cardiac arrest. Bleeding coefficient, I'm going to bump that up to 5. No, we'll make it harder. I'll bump that up to 7. Because it's a competition, so I want people to be able to get killed off. Alright, let's go back to logistics. Toolkits for full repair. Engineer only. Which means I need to go back up to advanced ballistics as well. Turn off the temperature. Fatigue, that's all set fine. Throwing's fine. Yeah, it was just so fucking scuffed. Actually, I'm going to keep that disabled and let them do it client side. Ooh, that got reset? I'm going to have to fix that then. Wouldn't that just be under grad? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotta reset all of that, because otherwise it's gonna go client side, and they'll be able to set up how, like, you can insta-dig trenches. Which is really funny. I like the default numbers, though. We'll keep those. But yeah, anyone can, if it's client side, you can just lower the time to the lowest value and then just insta-build a trench. That's a really fun glitch. Not a glitch, more just an exploit. Doesn't matter. Can't disable radio codes because then they'll be on the same nets. AI hearing, keep that on. Yep, okay. Doesn't matter. Let me go back to Ace Logistics. G-Force is toggled off. Cool. Ace Logistics. Amount based on caliber. Cool. Oh, Broadshore went to bed. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. We've been working on this for nearly 2.5 hours. We got our rosters done. We have our ace settings mostly set up, excuse me. I have the enemy faction picked. Because there is going to be a portion of this I'm not going to stream, but all we have to do is now build the bases, build the spawn rosters, set up the resupply for both sides. Yeah, get some sponsors for coffee or something. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, no, this is shaping up quite well. I'll probably have the document. Yeah, I said I'd have the documentation ready by tomorrow afternoon. I'm on track for that. And then we have to do ballistics testing. But yeah, no, I'm happy with the progress here. But I think I'm going to stop the stream because now we're going to start working on more of the stuff that I don't want to stream because, again, this is meant to be like a competition sort of operation. But I also need to build the roster, which is just me just tabbing out and doing all this shit. But, yeah, c'est la vie. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Go operate operationally. We'll be back tomorrow for an op at noon. It's going to be a Warhammer 40k armor-only op looking at the new Bane Blades from the 40k refortification mod. And then New Horizons Phase 4, right? Yeah, Phase 4 with 506 D&D style post-apocalyptic Arma 3, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, cheers, have a good one, and enjoy the rest of your day or night. See you soon.